Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're looking for a fun and effective way to improve your English, stories are the perfect choice. They ignite your imagination, making it easier to understand and remember new words and phrases. Plus, stories show you how sentences are naturally structured, helping you build better speaking, listening, and comprehension skills. So, stay tuned and enjoy today's magical story while enhancing your English. Let's get started. Story: The Invisible Paintbrush. In a small, picturesque village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young girl named Clara. Clara had a special gift. She loved to paint. Her artwork was so vivid and full of life that people in the village often said her paintings looked as if they could leap off the canvas. Yet, despite her talent, Clara's family was poor, and she had only a few brushes and colors to work with. One day, while wandering through the forest, Clara came across an old woman sitting by a stream. The woman looked frail but had kind, sparkling eyes. She held out a small wooden box and said, "I've been watching you, my dear. Your art comes from your heart, and for that, I have something special for you." Curious, Clara opened the box and found a single paintbrush inside. It looked ordinary, but the woman whispered, "This is no ordinary brush. It will bring your imagination to life. Use it wisely, and remember, what you paint with your heart will bring joy, but selfishness will only cause trouble." Before Clara could ask more, the woman disappeared into the forest. Clara ran home, eager to test the paintbrush. She dipped it into her paints and began to paint a small bird on a canvas. To her astonishment, the bird fluttered its wings, came to life, and flew out of her window. Clara couldn't believe her eyes. She quickly painted an apple, and it appeared on her table, ripe and ready to eat. The news of Clara's magical paintbrush spread quickly through the village. People began visiting her, asking her to paint things they needed: food, clothes, tools. Clara happily helped everyone, painting tirelessly to make their lives a little brighter. Her selflessness brought joy to the entire village, but not everyone had good intentions. A wealthy merchant from a nearby town heard about Clara and her magical brush. He was greedy and saw an opportunity to make himself richer. One day he visited Clara, pretending to admire her work. He asked her to paint him a palace filled with gold and jewels. Clara hesitated, remembering the old woman's warning, but the merchant begged and pleaded, promising to share his wealth with the poor. Reluctantly, Clara agreed and painted a magnificent palace. As soon as it came to life, the merchant revealed his true nature. He laughed cruelly, saying, "This is all mine now. You'll get nothing." The moment the merchant's greed was exposed, the palace began to crumble. The gold melted into water, and the jewels turned into stones. The merchant tried to grab what he could, but everything vanished before his eyes. Frightened, he ran away and never returned to the village. Clara realized that the paintbrush would only work for selfless and kind-hearted purposes. She continued to use it wisely, painting what the villagers truly needed and creating beauty all around her. One day, she decided to return to the forest to find the old woman and thank her. But no matter how far she searched, the woman was nowhere to be found. From that day on, Clara cherished the paintbrush and the lesson it taught her. True magic lies not in creating things, but in the kindness and generosity we show to others. The village flourished, not because of the magical paintbrush, but because of Clara's big heart and the joy she brought to everyone around her. And so, the story of Clara and her invisible paintbrush became a legend, reminding everyone that true wealth comes from giving, not taking. This story is perfect for improving English as it introduces imaginative vocabulary like picturesque, astonishment, and selflessness, among others. However, I understand that some of these English words might be new or difficult to understand. Here's a list of the difficult vocabulary from the Invisible Paintbrush story, along with their meanings. Make sure to use these words in sentences or conversations to strengthen your English vocabulary. Picturesque, visually charming or striking like a picture. Very beautiful. Vivid, producing strong, clear images in the mind, intensely bright or full of life. Frail, weak or delicate, especially due to age or illness. Astonishment, great surprise or amazement. Reluctantly, hesitantly or unwillingly, doing something with hesitation. Selflessness, the quality of putting others' needs before your own. Flourished, grew or developed in a successful way. Thrived. Imagination, the ability to create ideas or pictures in your mind. Generosity, the quality of being kind and giving more than is necessary or expected. Greedy, having an excessive desire for more, especially wealth or power. Magnificent, extremely beautiful, grand or impressive. Crumbled, broke into small pieces, fell apart, vanished, disappeared completely and suddenly. Cherished, cared for or valued deeply. Legend, a traditional story passed down, often with historical or moral significance. If you found these stories helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more such wonderful English stories. See you in the next one.